Page 204. This is number 1 at the top of the page, called Etude. Remember, an etude is a study piece of some sort. What we're studying, I don't know, we're studying something. Look it over, it's 2 lines long, treble, bass, clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature, so it's either in the key of C major or A minor. We're studying minor keys, so it's in the key of A minor. Look at the end, A, says, yeah, A minor. But notice the G sharps. Remember the 7th step? They're using the harmonic minor. Okay. 2 4-time signature and 8 notes everywhere, 1 and 2 and. Just take it slow. 1 hand at a time. 3rd finger, that puts the hand here. A minor, we're using all white keys except for the G sharp when it comes. But the hand position is here. I adjust for the G sharp when I need to. But I'm sticking with that key signature as far as hand position goes. Here it's 1 and 2 and 1. Thumb comes down, and then they want the thumb again. Not crazy about it, but other fingerings that solve it just create other problems. That's one thing you do with fingering. Got to figure out a fingering that's the least painful. And sometimes you'll change the fingering to fix something, but now you've created another problem. Here, I don't like this in the 2nd and 3rd measure. I don't like that. But if I fix that and I use a different note, now I've got to cross under the thumb. Here. And I'm also out of position to go on. So we'll just do the thumb thingy and we'll come up. The thumb jump, whatever it's called. So again, 1. Now measure 5, it's 1 and because the half note's tied. So measure 4, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Thumb comes down. Maybe have something to do with the study on this. You have to be careful with studies and etudes because sometimes the fingering is part of the etude, part of the study. So I have to figure here. I guess it might be left hand. It looks similar. Now what is going on here? Now why did they do that? And I don't know that the author did it, the composer, or if the editor of the book did it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not consistent. Because the fingering, we're staying in a 5-finger position, you're simply moving the thumb around. And you're coming down, the 2nd line on measure 6, you're coming down again. But in the left hand, you're not. Why not? You're starting out that way. You're coming up. So why aren't we staying that way? Why aren't we staying here? Why are we doing that? Why? I don't know, and I don't understand that. If you were my student, I would tell you to change that and use little finger on both. It's part of the study. The fingering in the book is what I would be more likely to use playing it because I don't like doing that, even that. Here. So, here. So you use the fingering your teacher tells you to do, but I'm sticking with the little finger going down. Here. Even though it's more challenging, I consider it part of the etude. Then we put the hands together. It's here, here, and here. Okay. 1, 2. And as I play that, I come up. And as I play that, I come up. It's like a 2-part invention or a round where the hands are playing about the same melody at different times. But I'm sticking with this finger where I'm making myself jump around. I figure that's part of the etude. Now once I have the notes and the fingering worked out, then I go back over it carefully and slowly and I work out the hesitations. Doesn't matter how fast I go at this point, but no hesitations. And then I think about the articulation, and here it's all pretty much connected. You have to lift up for the rest. Connect it. Because on the 8th notes, they don't tell you anything. I can do what I want. Try that for kicks and giggles and see what happens. just for experimenting, I would suggest go ahead and connect it. I mean, it's hard enough as it is. Yeah. Then the dynamics, well, MF, and that's it. Have a nice day. Moderately loud, it's going to be both hands. This is like a round or duet between them. And so you can go ahead and do it that way. Whatever you think sort of loud is. Not loud, sort of loud. Whatever. Then the speed is con moto, which means with motion, which means move it. But it needs to be accurate. So what can you do accurately? Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. But again, when you divide beats up like this, each beat can have an accent. 1, 2, 1. Each beat can get a slight. I'm exaggerating so you can hear them better, but you just feel these. As far as the motion thing goes, make it accurate. So don't go faster than accurate. Don't move faster than accurate, I guess. It'll be different for different people. For me, it depends on how much coffee or wine I've had. Like that retard at the end, but that's what they did. Just slow down a little bit. To me, the retard really belongs one beat earlier, because it would be on the second beat of measure 6. Here, I would want to retard that to here. I want to start retarding there. And I don't know. I haven't seen a manuscript copy of this or original. I don't know if the retard really belongs there. Sometimes they don't put the retardandos and things where they go. They're off a little bit. It's somebody's interpretation of it. Somebody felt like the retard should be there. I don't know if it was a composer or an editor or who it was. But in my mind, the retard belongs one beat earlier. So that whole phrase starts slowing down. Not just here, because otherwise the next to the last measure, that's still going quick. And then I start. The first beat or so is still fast. And then I slow down, because you don't start slowing down right where the retard is. You do it immediately after you get into it. And then you slow down. I don't know. Maybe they slow down where it is. I can't. Everybody does it different. Nobody agrees. So you do it as your teacher tells you to do it. Or you feel it. How do you feel it? Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I can't retard, the metronome won't retard. But again, because there's eighth notes everywhere, I'm going to put the metronome on eighth notes, but I'll give us quarter notes, 2 quarter notes to come in. Ready and go and. Ready and go and. Rest and